Hello, Columbia First United Methodist Church. It is Tuesday of Holy Week, April the 7th, and wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement today. I was thinking about this time of quarantine or being safely at home and how for some it's become kind of an extended Sabbath time. It's that time that is set aside from the usual. A Sabbath day is a day that we don't work, but we rest and we play and we spend time with the Lord and with family. Judy and I have found in our lives that we have to live intentionally to keep Sabbath. For she and I, Friday is our Sabbath day, and we try our best not to do any work on that day. I consider mowing the yard work on Sabbath, but not using the chainsaw. One of those is fun, and one of those is not to me. We also try not to do church work or our work that we get paid for. I've discovered that we must live intentionally for our life in Christ to have any growth to it. That very little growth of our life in Christ will happen without intentionality. This is a week of all weeks for us to live intentionally, for us to be intentional about our spiritual life and our life in Christ, and spending some time reflecting on this Holy Week, the events of Holy Week, Jesus on the cross. I was speaking with a friend this morning, and we are planning on turkey hunting later this week. And unless something is put on his to-do list by his wife, you know what I'm talking about. I wonder what's on your to-do list this week. I want to encourage you to put something on your to-do list this week, maybe Thursday or Friday or Saturday. I want you to maybe even write this down for your to-do list. Write this: to do, those two little dots, become overcome by Jesus on the cross. Become overcome by Jesus on the cross. You'll have to be intentional about it. You'll have to put it on your to-do list. If you receive emails from the church, you've already been sent some resources on how you will be able to participate in being intentional this week. So check your email, and if you haven't received those emails, not on our email list, we'd love to add you to that. So live intentional this week, this Holy Week. It's going to take more of your intentionality this week during Holy Week than it has in the past. But I know that you can make that happen. Through this year in our worship series, you've been equipped to pray. If you remember, we talked about finding a place and a time for prayer. We talked about praise and rejoice and asking and yielding in prayer. You are well equipped to be able to have a powerful prayer life this week. You've also been listening to Jesus in Luke for 43 days now. We've attuned our ears to hear Jesus's red letter words in Luke. I want to leave you with this afternoon. This comes from Philippians chapter 2. Though he was God, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being, where he appeared in human form. He humbled himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on a cross. To do, become overcome by Jesus on the cross.